It is morning in the mountains on Mountain Fun Life. Hi, Frank Murphy here. Delighted to visit with comedy juggler Niels Duinker. Hi, Niels.
Thanks for having me. It's good to be here.
So glad that you're here. Now, you from the Netherlands
Yep.
have managed to find joy in our beautiful Smoky Mountains area. You've had a good career here. As a European, what is it like coming not just to America, but to Tennessee?
Well, I think for anybody coming to this part of the country, it's so beautiful with the national park and all the beautiful shows that we have here in town. There's just so much fun to do.
Are you reminded of any other parts of the world when you see the mountains? And
Yeah, it's different parts. Of course, like the mountains, beautiful nature. Like some other parts of the country, that's beautiful too. When I see all the shows here in town, like makes me think of Las Vegas.
Of course, yeah.
Of course, without the casinos. But so there's different aspects. But like here's so many of the good aspects that I recognize from other parts in the world come together.
They say that a lot of the Scot-Irish who settled in this area did so because they were reminded of the Highlands of Scotland, for example. You know, that was they felt home when they arrived here. But you obviously have made this your home for several years.
Yep.
Tell us about that welcoming feeling when you got here.
Yeah, it was great. Like I remember the first time coming here was 2010 because there was this annual convention for kid show and family entertainers.
Yeah.
So this town is all family friendly, and they had the annual convention from Kidabra. They had it here, and I really wanted to study that more so I could start working on Disney Cruise Line. So I came here, attended all the lectures, felt so welcome, and then saw the shows. So I had a great time. The convention was just a week long. So then I went back home, started doing all my shows, and then later on, then I got in touch with David Fee. That produced so many of the shows here in town.
Oh yeah, Fee Hedrick was a major part of the growth and development of the Smoky Mountain.
And then David, he saw my act at another magic convention here in town at the Country Tonight Theater, Winter Carnival of Magic, which happens every March. And I performed my show there, and then David and Jim, they thought that was a great idea to add me to one of their shows. So we started talking, and then 3 years ago, then I moved down this area, and life has never been the same. It's great. So,
you mentioned magic a couple of times. Now, there's really no magic with juggling. It's all skill.
Yeah.
I guess in a certain way, a magician uses sleight of hand to trick the eye into seeing something that you're not really seeing.
Sure.
And when you're juggling, I can't conceive of how the balls don't just go flying off in every which direction and drop on the floor. So you're using sleight of hand or skill.
Of course, with juggling, it's magic you gotta practice, juggling you gotta practice as well.
Yeah.
And of course, it's so many variety shows here in town.
Yes.
So for an audience, you cannot give them the same thing all show long. So that's why a lot of shows here in town, they love like magic, some comedy.
So it'd be a good break after seeing an amazing magic trick, then you bring out an amazing juggler.
Yeah, for example, the Comedy Barn, like every 10 minutes, there's something else that is amazing and fun. So it's a variety show, so they bring in the varieties.
That makes sense.
So
right, because then have you ever? This is an idea at the Comedy Barn. You could juggle the little pigs that they have.
Yeah, yeah, that's.
Now you wouldn't juggle a live animal.
No, like the animal trainer, they take so good care of their animals.
I know, I'm playing.
They would kill me.
But part of it is you have this reliable equipment. You know that when you throw the ball in a certain way, you know where it's going to land. That's the art of juggling.
Yeah, you gotta practice a lot to keep your hand-eye coordination, really top level, because
that might be my problem. I'm remembering now when I was little, I was terrible at eye-hand coordination. The eye doctor used to make me do these exercises to try and improve my eye-hand coordination.
Yeah, I was not that good at it either, but then through practice, I started practicing. I've been practicing 20 years, a couple hours a day, so it really does help. With practice, you get better.
Wow. Of all the things you've juggled, we're talking chainsaws, we're talking these, these are just hoops, or what do you call these?
Oh, these are called rings.
Rings. What's your go-to when the first thing you want to practice in the morning? Is a chainsaw, or is it you start with the clubs, the hoops, the rings, the balls?
Every morning, first got to get my coffee in. Without coffee, my eye coordination is not that good. And then, when I get to the theater, usually I warm up with the balls first, because these are a lot of strength in your wrist and everything. It needs the most precision. So the balls, they are almost like the easiest prop. So it's a good prop to warm up with.
And these ones are cool because these are they don't bounce. They're almost like tiny little bean bags that are fairly
correct. They're called juggling bean bags. That's the name.
So you don't have to worry about they're not going to roll away that very far either. That's a good thing.
Yeah, they're special made juggling bean bags.
Okay, so then. What about, this is not breakable. I can drop it, it's not going to break. The rings are not breakable. They're hard, but they're not breakable.
Sure.
What's something breakable that you've juggled?
I juggled eggs.
Eggs.
So one time we had it was for Easter, and it was World Egg Day, was kind of close to it. So for a promo thing for the Comedy Bar and Theater, I juggled raw eggs, 5 raw eggs. So I set the world record for juggling raw eggs.
Let's wrap this up. I'll throw these balls to you as quickly as I can and see if you can incorporate, you can juggle
Okay,
them.
so underhand tosses, that makes me a little easier.
Underhand?
Yeah, underhand tosses.
All right, here we go. There's 1.
That's 1.
There's 2.
That's
There's 3. There's 4. There's, oh, I missed. That was on me.
That's still going. See, 4 still better than nothing.
There you go.
There we go.
All right, comedyjuggler.com.
And they're coming back right
Oh,
at you.
jeez. Oh, that was awesome. comedyjuggler.com, Niels Duinker. He pelted me with the juggling beanbags. I loved it.
These hurt. I don't do
yeah,
that.
okay. We'll be back with more of the show coming right up.